Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kazuha. Kazuha just wanted to see if you were ticklish or not. He honestly thought it would be funny if you were. So that's why I tickled you. And honestly, he just wanted to see you laugh, since you seem to be having quite a horrible day, and he wanted to fix that. After all, you were his beloved, and there was not anything in the world that he would not do for your happiness, because he loved you so much and would do anything just to see you laugh. And to his surprise, it actually worked, and he managed to find your sweet spot, tickling you and making you laugh and giggle, watching as you blushed, and truly, your laughs and giggles made him the happiest man in the world, and he would forever treasure them and keep them somewhere safe in his mind where he can replay them whenever he missed your voice. Heizou. Heizou would do this for no given reason at any given time. That's because he loves teasing you, and he would kind of not pass up the opportunity to threaten you, to tickle you in front of everyone. However, it does not happen unless you're with close people. He's not that embarrassing. But sometimes, when you could be sitting there and peaceful, he would just tickle you a little bit to watch your composure crumble and watch as you laughed and tried your best to stifle those laughs. It was adorable in his own opinion and something worth watching and trying to aim for, which is exactly why he did it. And after it was all over, and he would happen to see you pout, he would know that it was just more than worth it. Albedo. Albedo would use that to advantage, like a lot. So whenever you're being serious at work and actually try to get things done, he would never let you have your way. Just how torturous was that? It truly felt a little bit limiting, but you would not deny that it was funny seeing the all-serious Albedo, who was definitely dedicated to his job, do this just to see a soft smile on your face and make you relaxed a little bit more. It was the sweetest thing you ever saw, and to be honest, it was more than worth it. Just to get up and maybe even have someone see him. He does not care for it. But he does care about that little frown on your face when things are not going your way. And that's why Albedo, the tickle monster, was up to the job to make his beautiful lion smile no matter what. Venti. Venti's such a soft-hearted man and a prankster by nature. So it's definitely kind of a certain thing that he will tickle you. And the reason he tickled you that day was because you were just kind of pouting at him because of his antics and the fact that he embarrassed you in public. It was something silly in his own opinion, and there was no reason for you to be upset over it. So that's why he kind of got tired of you sulking, and he started tickling you, making you laugh out of your own will. Venti, stop it. I'm mad at you, he tried to say, but you kept laughing in between. Well, he just laughed harder, looking at you, and after it was all over, he could only stare at you, your blush, and your face as you tried to hide your smile. Maybe, maybe you could just let it go this once, and you would not be mad at him, just for today. Scaramouche. Scaramouche actually did not know tickles were a thing until Katsuragi tickled him once. That's his only memory of it, having been done to him. The other way around, he had done it to a kid, but it was a painful memory, and honestly, he had never tickled anyone or been tickled by someone until you came along. After those. That's why he was so hesitant about it. It always reminded him of those two people who he felt betrayed by, even though he knew, in reality, they did nothing wrong. but nonetheless, it left a painful memory in his heart. However, trying it out with you was something new, and you felt like you were worth a try. That's why I tickled you, and you were completely caught off guard, laughing and giggling, and seeing you so happy, and laughing that way because of him. It made him really happy to think that he could make someone else so joyful. He had never thought that he would be able to make someone else laugh, but seeing that, because of him, it was something new at all, and something that he felt very grateful for. Tighnari. Tighnari did this, but not only him, no. It was Cole and Tighnari ganging up on you, and tickling you out of nowhere. You were peacefully reading a book, before suddenly, those two mischievous brats decided that it was time to disrupt your peaceful evening and tickle you to death. You were crying by the end of it, laughing too hard, and telling them to stop, before Collie told them it's enough, and the two pulled away, laughing at your demise. But honestly, it was too funny for you to be upset, and you couldn't help laughing too. And by the end of it, you earned a kiss from Tighnari, to which Collie just covered her eyes. It was something, and something very adorable. You were really going to treasure that moment, and it was going to be a really fond memory for you. Xiao, he's only been tickled by his siblings before, and to be honest, that memory, it was something he would never forget. Their laughter, and the way they were smiling, he wanted to remember it forever. But he'd never tickled anyone else. In fact, for the most part, he was just on the receiving end, and back then, he'd be very pouty about it. But now, looking at you, he felt tempted to do it, and that's exactly why he did it. He was kind of shy and nervous, unsure how to do it, but he tickled you very well. He tried his absolute best too, and was very careful not to be too rough. And seeing you laugh in a way that mirrored his memory of his siblings, it was the best thing that he never knew he could have had. And honestly, he would do anything to keep that memory treasured too, so he could never forget it, no matter how many years pass. Childe. Childe really does tickle you, and he's really good at it too. He has siblings, and being an older one, it means he's tickled many siblings before. Mainly Tooster though. He really liked it, and that was the most recent sibling that he would tickle a lot, especially since he's the youngest and all. So why not tickle you as well? Honestly, you are adorable enough. And even better, he would get to hear your laughter. And that was exactly why he did that. As you laughed, and to him, those beautiful giggles of yours were worth 1,000,000 diamonds, and that was why he would continue teasing you like this, no matter what stood in his way. Cyno. Cyno tried his absolute best to make people laugh with his jokes, but it's kind of obvious that they don't work very well. And making his partner laugh was one thing that was very important to him. He wanted to be at ease and wanted to be happy, but he was not the funniest person in the room, and not the most relatable one. His jokes were kind of hard to get most of the time, and the other times, they would be completely incomprehensible, so no wonder not most people got them. And that was precisely why he was looking at you now, nervous, before he decided to tickle you, as Tighnari had advised. And seeing you laugh like that, it made him go on, more and more, until you were just begging him to stop. And that's exactly when he did. Looking at you with a smug look on his face. Well, it worked, right? I made you laugh. And you giggled softly, smiling at him, as you stood up, trying to suppress your giggles, as you pressed a soft kiss to his cheek. Yep, it did. You really made me laugh, Cyno.